Hey guys, it's Sin and welcome back to the BulbaSquad. So today we're going to be going over the top 5 things you need to know before you start investing in Modern, alright? No dilly-dallying, we're hopping straight into it. So, number 1, avoid Modern at release. Some of you are not going to like hearing that, some of you are not going to understand. So, let me break it down real easy for you. Almost always, at release or pre-order period, is not the cheapest you're going to get the case, except if we're talking about booster boxes. Now, booster boxes, sometimes you are able to get them at the best price. Prior to all this madness, you could buy any of these boxes back here at $500 for a case. Think about that. Fantastic cost basis, absolutely fantastic. I think we're talking somewhere in the mid 80s to high 80s. Very good price, very good cost basis. If you can acquire that cost basis, go ahead. But if you are talking $600 for the case, most of the time it is not the cheapest. Why? Because after the release came out, things settled down, card stores sell at $110. Now beyond that, if you go online, a lot of the time you would find $92, $95 case boxes shipped. Sometimes you would find cases still at $500 shipped, sometimes cheaper. You want a perfect example? Here we go. Evolutions bottomed out in the 70s. In the 70s, this bottomed out. Same for Ancient Origins, same for Breakpoint. Oh, let's make it even easier. Battle Styles. Battle Styles is $85 right now. You purchased it at $600, you got absolutely screwed. You lost 15. No, actually shipping fees, you lost about 30% of your money. Congratulations. Alright, number 2. Establish a base positions in all sets. What this means, decide a money amount you are going to allocate towards every set. Do not go above it, do not go below it. Unless if you have to, then go below. Okay, that's understandable. The reason for this is because if you decide to constantly change how you do it, you're not going to be properly insulated from the market. If you decide, okay, this set's not going to be good, I'm not going to buy as much, and then it explodes, you're going to be kicking yourself because you got too little. But if you decide, okay, I'm going to get plenty of it, this is going to be an absolute home run set like Shining Fates, and you decide, okay, I'm going to increase from $500 to $700, and then Shining Fates happens. No one's talking about that now. Exactly. You don't want that. Go with a nice steady baseline that you can afford to have tied up. While it is, and the big thing, do not overextend yourself. The reason for this is if you overextend yourself and you are forced to liquidate early, you are not going to get a prime price. More than likely, you are going to walk away with a subprime profit margin. And quite frankly, that happens, you failed. You wasted your time, you wasted your money, you wasted your effort. So, number 3. This is the order from lowest to highest risk for Modern product, okay? Because I know people are always trying to figure out how it works. Here's how it goes. Lowest risk is the primary product. Primary product means, in a main set, the booster box. Keep in mind, Modern is already high risk by default. That's why you need to compartmentalize it and figure out how to properly navigate it. Booster boxes for the main set are the lowest risk, and Elite Trainer boxes for specialty sets are the lowest risk. Obviously, that does not mean it is like zero risk. No. If essentially it's like, okay, with the main set, I am holding a grenade without the pin pulled. With a ETB for a main set, now I have a pin. I have a grenade, it no longer has a pin in it. I'm just holding it and keeping it from exploding. It's still risky, okay? You need to understand that. Make no mistake, there is risk. Now, the second one. Secondary product. For a main set, this means the Elite Trainer boxes, so Evolutions and Voltage right there, and Build-in Battle Kits. Both of those historically have been able to hold their own fairly well after the booster box. And as for specialty sets, we'll be talking specialty collections. Think something like this. Not these. These don't count. What the reason for those is historically they actually compete with the Elite Trainer boxes. You want to go more modern? Hidden Fates, what was it? Great Ball Collection. That's a fantastic comparison. Right there. That's a secondary product. And miscellaneous. You will find almost no miscellaneous products here. It's just too high risk. We're talking for main sets, sleeve boosters, blister packs. For specialty sets, we're talking the little pin collections. Most of the time, they're not good. And the tins. Some of you don't like hearing tins because some of you have Hidden Fates tins. I consider those miscellaneous. It's just not a fantastic item by comparison. That final category is very high risk in my opinion. So, number 4. If you are going to buy graded singles, do not buy them before the set is out of rotation. Listen again. Do not buy them before it's out of rotation. Rotation for a standard set is about 24 to 28 months. You hear that? That's about 2 years, and then 2 years and a third of a year. That's quite a lot of time. The reason you do not want to do this is the money you are tying up is dead money. It is not going to do anything for about 2 years, and if it does, congratulations. But you're not always going to be special. You're probably going to get burned more often than not because that's how the game works. By the out of rotation period, the supply will be more fleshed out. Those of you who want to talk to me that nothing is safe, well, historically Pokemon does not reprint past out of rotation. You want to talk Sun and Moon based? I believe that's just repackaged packs that because Pokemon has a ridiculous amount of them. By the time you reach that, the price you pay, the risk you're incurring is substantially lower than if you buy it release whenever it's just going to get flooded. And you're tying up money for a shorter amount of time where it's going to be dead. So if you buy graded singles, which I do not recommend, it's extremely risky, buy them 24 to 28 months after the set releases. Okay? Now, number 5. This is the big one. Buy when the price is right for you. You heard me. When the price is right for you. There is no shame in budget constraints. Do not fear that you're going to miss out. Don't let the FOMO get you. Focus on yourself. Focus on your budget constraints. If it takes you a couple months to save up money to buy something that you've had your eye on, you've done the research, you've done the due diligence, you see the probability of it increasing is very high. Take your time, get the money, go for it. Do not overextend and hurt yourself financially. There are people in this hobby who only have a couple extra $100 a month and they're going to put it in anyway, and that's okay. Just go with it, be safe. There are others who have thousands of dollars, and that's just what they are. Don't fixate on that. Go with what is good for you. Alright? And a bonus one, because this one's just very restricted. Use my spider system. Yes, I know, it's shilly, it's whatever. But here's the thing. I created the spider system to make it extremely easy to start organizing the information. It's not going to give you a golden path to success within this hobby, or even give you any form of guarantee in success. Anything. It doesn't give you anything beyond organizing and compartmentalizing information, taking your emotions out of it, so that way you can begin to interpret and understand the information to make an educated guess. I have the spider system on my channel. Go check it out. I am, unlike others, I am not going to charge you for this information. I am not going to charge you to learn my secret to making money. No, we're not doing that. Fuck that. You just go type in Vivid Voltage Spider System, and you will get to learn the basis of it. I do them over different sets. Take the system and modify it for your own needs. A viewer told me he added a risk column to the spider system. Risk being how risky does he think it is at that specific time. And that's perfectly fine. If that's how you want to interpret the information, that extra little layer, That's fine. It's for you guys to use. It's a tool to limit your risk. And so that way you can take care of your money. And it puts the power back into your hands. So, those are my top 5 plus 1 bonus tips that you need to know before you're investing in Modern. Because quite frankly, no one is doing it right out there, and I had to do it. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.